Hey guys, what's up? This is Erin from Erin's Beauty Minute, and today I'm going to kind of be telling you a little bit about a palette that I think you should avoid. And I am wearing a mixture of 3 different palettes trying to make this look okay. Believe me, I know it does not look okay. If you guys think it does, you're very kind, very sweet, but it does not. So, I'm gonna back you up just a little bit, okay? So, the palette that I was having the most issues with, believe it or not, was an e.l.f. palette. And I don't know if e.l.f. still sells this or not, but it's the Little Black Beauty book, and it's in the warm edition. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. You probably can't tell just by looking at these on the camera, but honey, there'd be a lot of fallout. Like, I've never tried the subculture and I've seen the many videos on it, but I'd have to say it was kind of like that. You could dip your brush in twice and you'd get a ton of fallout first off. And I mean, if you tapped it off, just because of how dang small each one of the pans is, honey, it got everywhere. It got on you, it got on your desk, or wherever your vanity happens to be. I mean, it was just bad. And literally, I kid you not, every shade in here is like glittery or something like that. Even if the top of it looked matte, it was not. And the pigmentation, you were sitting there forever trying to make it work. Trying to find a transition shade in this thing was just aggravating. So, personally, and fallout. See? There's fallout and I just touched it just a little bit and now it's all over my pants and my clothes. I mean, that kind of, I didn't do that. I'm letting you know that's exactly what happens, is that now there's stuff on it. And it doesn't want to leave. I mean, I had to use 2 other palettes to try to make this look somewhat okay. And those palettes, I mean, another one was an e.l.f. palette. Do not get me wrong, I do love powdered eyeshadows and things like that if they work appropriately. And so I went ahead and used the original Mad for Matte. And, you know, as you guys know, there's very natural colors in here. If you're doing a more natural or new look, you will be fine there. And all of the shades in here are in fact matte and don't lie to you about what it looks like. The other palette that I had to use, and I am a blushed shade fan, like, this girl loves her rose everything. So I did end up having to go into my Blushed Nudes palette by Maybelline, and you know, you guys can tell that this palette has been loved and dug into and everything like that. But I mean, I don't even know that I was able to save the look even through this. I mean, I'm gonna bring you closer so you can see my eyes. So hopefully it'll do it. Not, oh gosh, see, it does that. My freaking camera does that all the time and I have no freaking clue. Hold on, there we go. I'm just gonna hold it like this so it doesn't do that again. But as you can probably see, and I will have to hold back a little bit because my camera's being a D-bag, you can see where I tried to apply the beauty book stuff But you can also see where I had to just be like, screw it, not gonna happen. I had to use a pencil brush as my eyeliner brush. So what I did was, since these actually did have black shade in it, actually I think I can show that to you. See, there's a black shade right here. Again, it was a shimmer after a while. And then there's a really dark gray one on this side, if you can see it. There we go. So there was one like that there too. And I tried, guys. I tried trying to smoke it out. I used a bunch of different brushes to blend the heck out of this. Come on, camera, focus out for me. Alright, so, but what I ended up having to do, especially since I was like, well, I can't really save this any other way, was I ended up using the darker, and yes, it was a glitter, but at this point, everything was glitter, so I wasn't too upset about that. And then I had to go in with this shade as well, and that's all in the friggin' crease. You know, like, it was crazy. So I did not like what I was able to come up with. It's just not great. It was not holding eyeliner very well. And by smoking out what I could, even then, this stuff does not want to stay. So you know, for mascara, I've been trying the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and honestly, guys, I'm in love with it. I know you've heard everybody talk about it a dime a dozen, but I mean, it does the job that I want it to do, even though it's not waterproof. That's my one complaint, is that they need to make a waterproof version of it. Even though I know waterproof mascaras can be sticky, believe me, I've got one from e.l.f. which I love, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it sticks so much. So if you close your eyes and you're like setting your face, you've essentially glued your eyes shut because the mascara just goes, it just sticks everything in its path. And no, I do not wear falsies. I'm not against wearing falsies. I just don't do that. That's just not my thing. You know, if other people like doing that, that's totally fine. That's up to them. But I don't want to glue something that close to my eyeball. I have a little bit of issues there. But, I mean, for all I know, it could have been what I had done with it, because, I mean, the eyeshadows sucked. I'm just gonna let you know. I mean, you got fallout, and I didn't even do that. I don't even know how it got there. But what I've been using on my eyes, because my eyes get chapped. That has never happened before to me, where I had chapped eyelids. It's just weird. So I went ahead and purchased the e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream, which actually it's not bad. It's in this teeny little jar, and if we can get there we go. But I mean, you use a decent amount, but if you actually look through that, there is not a lot of product in there, and they want $10 for this. I mean, yeah, a little goes a long way, but I personally am just like, you want me to spend $10 for that little bit? I don't know, because I end up putting other lotion on top of it. So, for all I know, that could have been my bad. I did put foundation on them because I couldn't find my concealer. So I did end up using the Dewy and Smooth Fit Me Foundation by Maybelline. Maybe that's what caused it. I don't know. But I have tried this palette with the matte and poreless version, and it still didn't do jack crap. Even though my lids were primed with an actual primer, They were primed with the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Looks a lot like this. It's Wet n Wild's version. I need to get more of it soon because I am almost out, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, I had this on too and it just didn't do anything. So if e.l.f. still sells this, I haven't seen it for a while, don't waste your money, okay? Just don't do it. Because it's just, I mean, if you're gonna get ready with this thing, do it naked. Just do it naked, because you're gonna get that stuff everywhere. And it's just not worth it. And I mean, there's chunks everywhere outside of this thing. I don't care if you see my camera. But there's chunks all out of it right here. And these bluer shades that I was trying to go for, they are horrible, guys. Horrible. They do not look good whatsoever. If you want bold blue and bold green, go the ColourPop route. ColourPop's a little on the pricier side sometimes, depending on what the product is. But I guarantee you that little bit more is going to last you a lot longer and it'll be more bang for your buck. So, my vote, hell no. And if you need to, this is actually a really good palette. I've learned to love it. I've learned how to use it. And once that actually happens, you can create a lot of different looks with it. e.l.f. themselves have their own rose gold eyeshadow palette. It's known as Nude Rose Gold, but it is definitely a palette that you might want to consider if you're more like me, where you like those rosier tones, things of like that. I mean, and you can get the Mad for Matte here. I'll show it to you again. All of these colors are matte. There's no surprise shimmer in any of them. You know, you're gonna not regret having this. And I gotta show you some other one here. Not that one. But you guys are gonna know it as like Sunset Breeze, I think it was. But when I got this palette, it was like right when it showed up. So mine has the name of Mad for Matte 2, but even these colors would do you far better than what was in that booklet. And this is another e.l.f. product, so I'm not dissing e.l.f. or saying, oh, abandon that product, you know, abandon that company because they had a sucky product. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is watch what you're going to buy. And if you're really curious about it, go on YouTube first, watch some reviews, and then make that decision for yourself if you want to go that route. I mean, I am not going to spray setting spray on this because I personally do not like it. But, I mean, if you guys love it because makeup works on different people, and it works differently for everybody because we're all unique. If you like it, then go for it. But I'm just letting you know it wasn't good for me. And hopefully if you guys buy one, it is better for you than it was for me and that you have better luck with it. You know, I don't do the whole spray the brush thing. Maybe I could have done that and saved this look, I don't know. But my brushes are already hard to clean as it is. And I just didn't want to make them dirtier or have the product stick more to where I couldn't get it off. But anyway, I hope this helped you. And I hope that this helps you make a very informed decision about what you want to buy personally. So again, thank you so much. If you guys want an update as far as how Devon by Demi is doing, I figured out that the only two products that they are not selling yet, that they're not releasing yet, is the Deep Facial Cleanser and the Hydrating Radiance Mist. Those are the only two products that are not available right now. If you want to buy singles of any other product, it does allow you to do that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but way down on the actual Devon by Demi website, it says this site will be run by Shopify. I don't necessarily know who or what Shopify is, but I'm just letting you know that's what it says. You can go through their Facebook page and try to order things from there. It is a hefty price tag for a lot of these things on their own, so just be aware of that. And I hope that if you're on that same skincare journey that I'm on, that you at least give them a try when they release again. Because I certainly am going to, because my face needs some work. My tone needs work, the whole thing. I got all kinds of freckles and whatnot that don't need to be there. And I'm breaking out, y'all. So I will let you guys go. If you like this video or any of my others, please hit the subscribe button and tap on that bell. It'll notify you when I post a new video, and I will put all of my contacts down in the info description box, including my new P.O. box. Alright guys, love you. Bye.